Hey everyone, I'm Ritu and this is the Daily Finish. So today I am going to talk about the contentious topic of writing every day. So there's the write every day crowd, and there's the I don't write every day, I write whenever I feel like it crowd. And then there's also this the third crowd, which is that you should you don't need to write every day, you can binge write. I'm a big fan of that as well. And so there are all kinds of opposing views, and everybody has this thing of this is how you should do it, and this is how you must do it. And so if you don't do it, you're not a real writer, which I don't know what that means, but whatever. And I just wanted to add my thoughts to the topic, because why not? And I am of the view that you should write every day, but I am not of the view that you should write every day for the rest of your life, infinity, I am of the opinion that when you start on a project, when you pick a project and when you decide to focus on it, then you need to be consistent with it. Now, consistency could mean that you, like Cheryl Strayed talks about, she rents a hotel, like she goes to a hotel and she stays there for a few days and then she writes 10,000 words a day. And that is the way she works, and she calls herself a binge writer. And then there are other writers like, in the same vein, Elizabeth Gilbert, for instance. She talks about how she writes every single day, limited word count. She writes every single day until that book is finished. But again, she doesn't write every day all year through for, eternity. What she does is when she's done the research for a novel and she's, got all the material that she needs, then she's decided, okay, now I must do the writing. Then every single day she will sit down and she will do the writing. So it's not really about writing every day. It's about being consistent with the progress you're making. And usually for most people, consistent progress means showing up every day. So this is exactly how I do it as well. I end up writing every day just because I run the International Freelancer and I'm working on non-fiction books. I'm working on fiction as well, and I'm just doing freelancing and all sorts of things. So for those of us who've got our fingers in a number of pies, we do end up writing every day. But I'm not writing fiction every day. I'm not writing non-fiction every day. Sometimes it's just social media posts that I'm writing. If you've seen my social media posts, they're some can be pretty lengthy, and I'm writing newsletters and blog posts, and I'm writing stuff for the Daily Finish, I'm writing things for the finishers, so all of those things are writing. So I am writing every day, but it's certainly not books that I'm writing every day, and it's certainly not any one particular kind of writing. And so when I talk about writing every day, I'm talking about showing up every day or consistently to the project at hand. And so when that project is finished, go take a break, go do something else, go record videos as I am doing. And you definitely should take a break and you should experiment with different things. But when you say you want to write a book, then you can't start. Well, you can if it works for you, but for most people it doesn't work to keep starting. That's how books take 30 years, or 10 years, 6 years. And that is why consistency becomes so important. And like I said, for most people, consistency will be every day, or 5 times a week, or some structure that you've decided for yourself. Because if you're stopping and starting all the time, you're wasting too much energy trying to get back into something. So if you've written something today, if you worked on the novel today, left it for a week, when you come back a week later, it's going to take you time to connect with that material again. And therefore you will be spending more time, wasting more energy, and it's not the most efficient way to work. And therefore, when people like me give advice, we say, just for simplicity, I will say write every day. But what I mean is that when you have committed to a project, you need to be showing up consistently to that project. And that could mean that showing up for a week and doing, 5,000 words every day and then not writing for another 3 months, or it could mean just consistently doing 1,000 words a day for the next 3 months until it is finished. And so whatever form that takes for you, whatever form that consistency takes for you and that commitment takes for you. And it might be different project to project. For some projects, it might actually be sitting down for a week and getting the whole thing done. as I have done with my nonfiction. And for others, it might be that every day you show up and do little bits and pieces, whether that's 1,000 words a day, 500 words a day, half an hour a day, or whatever it is, however you define that showing up and that consistency. So when we talk about writing every day, it means, well, at least when I'm talking about it, what I mean is showing up and being consistent to the project for as long as it takes to finish it. And so I just wanted to clarify that, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.